new machine gun that was cheaper and faster to make. German weaponologists would design one of the deadliest weapons of World War II, the MG42.
It's a very deadly weapon. It has a very, very high rate of fire, about 1,200 rounds a minute, rather than the 600 to 800 which characterized most machine guns of the time. And that's going to make a mess of you.
Nearly 500,000 MG42s would be mass-produced. Made of sheet steel and molded plastics, it took half the amount of time to make than its predecessor, the MG34.
The weapon I have here is a German MG Maschinengewehr 42. The MG34 is all machine, extremely time-consuming. MG42 is sheet metal, rolled, stamped, and welded.
The MG42 fired over 1,200 rounds a minute. When this weapon unleashed its lead, the results were devastating.
This is a man target at 400 meters, and that person's down. Having that firepower is incredibly comforting. The only person that would not be comforted by having the MG42 was the opposition.
In Normandy, during the summer of 1944, MG42s would unleash a tsunami of death against the advancing British troops. Their weapons were still fed by magazines and would come up dangerously short against the MG42, which produced the highest rate of fire of any single-barreled light machine gun ever. The noise of this new killing machine would send shockwaves of fear amongst those who were unlucky enough to face it.
When it goes off, it sounds like a big piece of canvas being ripped. It has a psychological effect.
As soon as we heard that gun fire, we knew it was a German machine gun. And you respected it, because they could really pump out the lead with it.
The weapon would soon earn a new nickname: Hitler's buzzsaw.
The cyclical rate was so high you could barely hear the report between the rounds. That's why they nicknamed it the buzzsaw.
The U.S. Army tried to beat back the fear factor of this deadly weapon.
Here's the new MG42. The German gun shoots fast. But if you know your stuff, you can stop them cold. Remember, their bark is worse than their bite.
One of the things that they did to the soldiers, which was, in hindsight, probably not a smart move, but a morale thing and a propaganda thing that they used, was they said, its bark is worse than its bite. Well, the fact of the matter is, its bite was 10 times worse than its bark.
The MG42 gave the Waffen-SS an unmatched ability to keep their enemy pinned down. So squad tactics were redesigned around its deadly rate of fire.
The entire squad movement was centered around the MG42. The whole idea of the infantrymen was to be able to advance that machine gun so that they could overtake and overwhelm their objective.
SS units were laying down some serious heavy metal. Their philosophy: rapid fire, rapid death.